Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Norristown High School Gymnasium for the second Eagles home game of the year. Tonight, the Eagles of Norristown take on the Whippets of Downingtown. Both teams, Frank, come into this game 1-1. Norristown, off their successful PW game where we were very impressed, followed it up with certainly an unimpressive game against Penwood. You talked to Coach Cresswell a little bit about the Penwood game. What do you have to say about this game?
Well, I talked to Coach Cresswell and Coach Mitchell, and I did talk to some of the players. And they all felt that it was like watching the PW game in reverse. That Norristown against Penwood played exactly the way PW played against us. They missed quite a few shots in the beginning. When the Penwood put on a press, they didn't quite know what to do. The home court advantage helped Penwood. Our boys were nervous away from home. They tried to break out of it with a lot of fancy passes and so on, and just ended up losing the ball. A lot of bad passes, a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, I talked with a couple of players on the team, and one of the things that they stressed was that they had forgotten to play team, that it was too much individual. And you remember that Coach Cresswell, John, told us at the beginning of the year that this was going to be a problem.
Yeah, he seems to think what we thought against PW, that when they play a good, deliberate game, when they play deliberate basketball and they don't throw the ball around a lot, they do a lot better. And when they try to run with Penwood, it just wasn't successful. They ended up losing the ball.
The Whippets of Downingtown, coming to tonight's game, also 1-1, played in a tournament up in Pottstown, beat St. Pius, and then lost by 2 to a very good Pottstown team. A Pottstown team that, by the way, pretty much had its own way in a scrimmage with Norristown. Do you think that gives us any indication of what's going to happen tonight?
Well, I think we're in the same position we were before the PW game of not knowing. We don't know whether the PW game was just luck and everybody's going to run over us, or we don't know whether our troops can pull themselves together and give Downingtown a good game. They're still an unknown team as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Coach Cresswell knew he had a very tough preseason, and I think he actually likes that because you learn about your team. Now, you like it probably if you have a veteran squad. When you're as young as we are, you maybe would like to have a couple easy games in the early going.
Well, talking to some of the players, surprisingly, the home court advantage for Penwood, they seem to emphasize that as if with the Penwood crowd there, it made them nervous, which is typical of a new team.
I can understand that. I attended a playoff game 2 years ago down at Cheney between Penwood and Glen Mills, and both fans, needless to say, made a lot of noise. And it was the kind of pressure cooker, if you had not played under those kind of conditions, might very well get to you in a game of that nature.
Of course, the only cure for that is experience.
Yeah, and that's what we're getting in these early games. One final question, Frank. From our first game with PW, any individuals on the Eagles squad that impressed you off that first game?
I thought the team play impressed me. And of course, our transfer student. I forget his name.
Art Moon.
Art Moon.
Yeah,
right.
We'll have to watch how he goes along today.
Yet he wasn't very effective against Penwood. But then PW didn't put somebody really pressing him on defense.
Okay, we're almost ready for the tip-off. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the game. Welcome back to Eagles Gymnasium. We're very, very close to tip-off time now. The teams move out on the floor. Downingtown, Frank, a team with a little bit of height and a couple of tall players on the bench. Opening for them would be Eddie Barton, who is their big scorer, 6'4". Bob Malukas, 6'1". Ford Phillips, 6'2". Brian Wood, 6'5", and Vinny Catano, 5'11". The Eagles will go with Harry Allen, 6'3" junior, John Cresswell Jr., 6'3" junior, Art Moon, 5'9", 10th grader, Derek Perry, a 6'3", 11th grader, and Brian Tolliver, 5'8", the only 12th grader. And the Eagles control the tip with Moon over to Cresswell. Inside to Harry Allen, over to Cresswell on the right side, back to Moon, who is at the top of the circle. Downingtown looks as though it's in a zone, Frank. Tolliver over to Cresswell on the right side again. Looking, there's Moon in the center. Nothing going. Back to Tolliver. Underneath to Perry. Tolliver finding, we're going to get a walk. Yep. Good call on the official.
Looks like Downingtown's playing a 2-3 zone, which means they're going to give us a couple outside shots until we prove that we can make them. And And Norristown is playing a 2-3 zone.
Shot by Downingtown, no good. Allen on the rebound, coming up court. But underneath, the battle for the board coming off, number 20. Is McLucas. With the ball on the outside, Downingtown looking for the break inside. Barton with the 2 points for Downingtown, and once again, he is their leading scorer. Norristown moves it away. The interception is by number 10, Mike Young, and there's a starter that I had not given for it. Ball back to Barton, left-hand jumper. He's got it. Nothing but twine. And Eddie Barton, again, is Downingtown's big gun, and they will try to go to him as much as possible. Moon over in the corner to Cresswell, back to Moon. Tolliver way outside, into Allen. Allen on the move underneath. He's got it with a basket. Harry Allen.
We're playing opposite defenses here. Downingtown's playing a 3-2. Norristown is playing a 2-3.
Foul was on number 31, Brian Wood. First foul on Wood, first foul on Downingtown. Allen with a foul up. He's got it. With the ball. Ball batted underneath. Rebound controlled by Allen. Allen on the move. Finds Perry. Pass from Harry Allen. And the Eagles are leading 5-4 here in the early going. Katana, number 41, with the ball. Over to number 10, Young. Back to Young, corner. Long shot by Young. It's a 3. He's got it. Mike Young from outside
Young
with a
didn't
3-pointer.
start, Jim. He did start last year.
Well, he's back starting today, so obviously Downingtown coach feels as though he wants to get him in the lineup. There goes Cresswell with a long shot. It's off the rim. And Harry Allen on the steal. Allen with a jumper. He's got it. Harry Allen with 5. And Frank, we said earlier that one of the things we wanted to see was Cresswell shooting a little more from the outside. We felt the Eagles needed that.
Yeah, he gets open for the shot. He's just got to take
Ball
it.
into Barton underneath. Spin move, no good. Barton misses. Rebound is by Derek Perry. Ball's into Moon. Moon underneath the Cresswell. Turnaround jumper. He's got it.
That's what he's got.
Nice play on part of Moon. Eagles 9, Whippets 7. Catano with the ball. Finds number 20, McLucas. To Catano, into Barton. Bounce pass goes underneath. Spin move by number 31, Wood. No good. Rebound in the hands of Perry. I can't take shots. I can't get them. I can get it. Comes Allen. Allen goes over to Moon. Through the bit, and we're going to have either a foul or a walk. Foul is on number 41, Catano, and that is his first, team second.
And Barton and Young are the 2 starters they have back from last year. The other players played last year, but they didn't start.
Into the Downingtown lineup is their biggest player, number 52, 6'6" Joe Connolly. Moon on the rebound, finds Perry underneath. Good move on Barton. Derek Perry moving in with a basket. The Eagles are up now 11-7 here in the early going with 4:15. The double dribble call on Catano. Catano is a 5'11" junior. Here comes the Eagles. Moon on the move. Number 21 up at the top of the key. Over to Cresswell. To Tolliver. Tolliver comes. No shot. Over to Moon. Moon on the fake with a drive. Underneath. Shot is no good. Rebound by Perry. Battling. He stepped on the line.
The Eagles look comfortable here on their home court tonight. They can keep it up.
Strong offensive rebound there by Derek Perry. Ball is into Connolly. Connolly is back to Young. Young looks through a three-pointer. Doesn't have it. Catano on the move. Ball goes over. Derek Perry blocked the shot by Bob McLucas. McLucas falling out of bounds as he tried to control. And it's Moon bringing the ball up with moving to the 3:40 mark here in the first period. Ball into Perry, almost loses control, battles. Harry Allen comes out with it, looks to Cresswell, finds him out deep to Tolliver. Doesn't have the three-pointer. Ball is stolen by Connolly, taken back by Perry, and stolen again by Barton. Barton on the dribble, stops for the jumpers up, no good. Barton on the rebound, and I have a foul.
And you can see, Jim, Norristown's going to have some rebounding problems tonight. The Whippets certainly have a height advantage on them.
Foul is by Perry, his first, team first. McLucas is going out. Number 31, Wood, is back in for Downingtown. And it's Eddie Barton up on the line. And Eddie Barton's been their leading scorer in the early going. And coach placed a lot of confidence in him. Downingtown believe that they can make a move at Coatesville in their league this year. And Coatesville has a very, very strong team, undefeated going into its game last night. Barton's left-handed shot up and good. He's got 6. Eagles are up by 2, 11-9. Moon to Cresswell. Cresswell outside, has a three-pointer. There it goes.
All right.
He's got it. That's what he needs, is to get that confidence.
Well, he makes the shot in practice. I just hope he continues to take them in the game.
There goes Catano. Catano on the drive, left-handed jumper from the top of the key. Catano for 2. Eagles up by 3, 14-11. Bounce pass to Perry on the drive. Perry, good bounce pass by Art Moon. Eagles in transition, not wasting any time. Catano to Young. Young into Connolly. Connolly loses the ball. Perry has it to Tolliver. Tolliver looks in for Perry, and Perry loses it out of bounds. Eagles had a little bit of a break there, but lost control as Mike Young got back quickly to break it up. Catano on the left-handed dribble, over to Young. Young looks inside, nothing there, back to Catano up high. Over to Young, out to Catano. They're looking for Connolly underneath, on there. Barton outside with a 3. It's short off the rim, and Perry has his 4th rebound for the Eagles. Art Moon moving up court to Tolliver. Tolliver sees a three-pointer, there it goes. Strong off the back of the rim. Barton with a rebound. Looks down court, finds Catano. Catano on the drive. We're going to have a foul on Tolliver.
He had a guaranteed basket. Now we'll have to make him from the foul line.
Number 20, McLucas, ready to come back in for the Whippets. Looks to be, he's going to be replacing Connolly, the big man again. They still have Brian Wood 6'5" and Eddie Barton 6'4" in there. So Downingtown is not a small team. Catano with a left-hand foul shot. First one is up, no good. Second shot is up, also no good. Off the front of the rim. Eagles ball. Here comes Moon with it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What happened? Over to Cresswell. Back to Moon. To Cresswell. Looking for the shot. Inside to Allen. Allen with a jumper. Good position inside. Harry Allen. Spin move. Eagles by 5 with 1:40 left. Catano. Catano comes to Young. Inside. Back to Young. Young with a fake. With a jumper up. He's got it. Moon on the move. He's got it.
Jim, we seem to do better letting Downingtown set up in their defense than we do on the fast break.
Young over on the right, looks inside, ball comes up high, Catano. On the move, looks for McLucas. McLucas underneath, ball stolen by Tolliver. Alert as the ball came in. We're down to the 1-minute mark, Eagles by 5 here. There's Moon. Moon doesn't want to take the long shot to Tolliver. Back to Moon. And just as I say that, he throws up the three-pointer. It's off the rim, ball batted by Cresswell. Back to Tolliver. Over to Harry Allen. Looks underneath, finds Perry. Perry with a jumper, no good. Strong rebound this time by Barton. Catano on the move, left-handed dribble. There goes Perry, ties him up.
Nice call. I was afraid he was going to call a foul, but I thought it should be a jump ball there.
Possession arrow in favor of the Whippets. Sean Scanlon, 6'3" senior, coming into the lineup for the Eagles, replacing Moon. And the Eagles have a much bigger lineup in right now. Here's Young to Catano. Catano over, and it's Tolliver alertly stealing the ball on the bounce pass, aimed for Wood. Over to Harry Allen. Allen looks for Cresswell, jumper up, no good. Foul on Barton of Downingtown, and it'll be John Cresswell going to the line, shooting two, I believe.
Taking more shots tonight than we saw him taking the whole PW game.
Yep, taking more shots already, you're right.
The Eagles playing a good deliberate game tonight so far.
Cresswell's shot, no good. And Frank, here's something we've been waiting to see. This is Condi Bates. For the first time, we've heard about him over the last 2 years.
Jim, I've seen him play in the summer league. He is one heck of a ball player.
Cresswell going to his bench early tonight. Cresswell makes the second. Eagles by 6 with 22 seconds left. Number 23, Darnell Carroll. This is the other player we heard about, Frank, who didn't play in the first game. Supposed to be a very good player. The Eagles are a little bigger now. Carroll 6'2", Bates is 6'3". Eagles sitting back in their zone. Catano on the dribble, looks for Young. Over to Catano. Catano into Wood. Wood finds Barton. Barton with a jumper at the buzzer. And the first period ends with the Eagles up by 4, 21-17.
And here's the Norristown cheerleaders, led by seniors Jennifer Seda, Dawn Rittenhouse, Charity Higgins, and Sherry Prince.
Frank, John must be beginning to wonder about his team. It's like a Jekyll and a Hyde. Obviously, they look very good. Downingtown is supposed to be a very respected team this year, and the Eagles more than holding their own in the early going.
Well, Jim, fortunately, the games that really count, we play after we get a lot of experience under our belt, and we're playing some pretty good teams to get that experience. As long as they don't get down on themselves and hang in there. But they're certainly looking good tonight.
Now, I'm very interested, Frank, in watching these two players. Number 23 inbounding right in front of us, Darnell Carroll, and number 24, Condi Bates. We haven't seen either one of them. Coach Cresswell has spoken in glowing terms about both of them. When he talked about Carroll, who we're seeing for the first time, his only comment to me was he said he's a player. And that's probably the supreme compliment you can give.
Well, I'll tell you, Jim, Bates has all the natural moves.
Eagles up. Here we Young with the ball. Young looks inside, finds Wood. Wood with a jumper, no good. Rebound controlled by Carroll. On the fast move, Scanlon inside, back to Tolliver. Tolliver looks for Harry Allen. Ball goes off and out of bounds. Eagles moving the ball around, and Coach Cresswell letting him know that he's not happy.
Yeah, he's screaming for him to take the ball back out. They play a much better game this year when they play just good, deliberate basketball. Set it up.
Here comes Young up top, doesn't waste any time, throws the jumper up, no good. And it's Sean Scanlon up strong for the rebound. Ball in the hands of Tolliver. Tolliver, back. Ball goes to Scanlon, to Bates. No good. We're going to have a foul.
But who was the foul on? Did they foul Bates or Scanlon?
I think they fouled Bates. Foul is on McLucas. It's going to be Bates going the line to 2 shots. First shot is up, no good. And once again, Frank, something we've talked about for the last couple of years, the Eagles' foul shooting has got to improve if the Eagles are going to be a class team this year. Second shot up, no good. 0 for 2. Ball knocked out of bounds by number 31, Brian Wood. Eagles will inbound. It's Carroll to handle the ball. No, it's Bates. Inbound. Coming deep to Tolliver. Tolliver looks for the jumper, doesn't have it. Ball kicked by Catano. Eagles will take it out. Eagles will take it underneath. And it's Harry Allen to trigger the inbound. Allen looks for Tolliver. Ball is hit by Barton. Here comes Derek Perry back into the game. Perry replacing Tolliver. This is an interesting team, Frank, because you have to wonder with a team that's in and out. Harry Allen moves into the back court, probably with Darnell Carroll.
This is certainly about the maximum height we can put out there.
There's Allen with a three-pointer. Eagles lead by 7. Harry Allen is opening with 10 points in the early going. Ball in the hands of Young. Young back to Catano. Over to Young again. Looks for the three. Doesn't take it. Gives back out. Ball goes into Brian Wood. Over in the corner to McLucas. McLucas on the move. Tried to force it. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Eagles. Nothing there on the baseline as McLucas tried to force it underneath. Catano with the inbounds. Over to Young in the corner. Three-pointers up. No good. Rebound by Bates. Ball coming up court. It's Carroll on the ball with the ball. Over to Perry. Perry with a jumper. He's got it. Derek Perry gets his 8th point. Eagles move out to a 9-point lead. And the Whippets immediately call timeout.
And you know, Jim, with our substitution and Downingtown's lack of substitution, it'd be interesting to see the second half whether we tire them out or not.
Eagles have gone 8 deep. We have not yet seen Michael Dorman, who played a fair amount of the first game. And again, Coach Cresswell told us that he had a deep bench this year. And we like to see that. It means you can run. It means you can press.
Well, that's what I like about Cresswell. At the beginning of the season, he tries to play everybody. I guess it's so he can analyze all the players and really get a good feel as to what's the best team to put out there. But in the last few years, maybe last year was an exception because of eligibility problems, but the years before that, he's always had like a best 8, which is really good, and a lot better than having a best 5.
Come the Whippets down court. It's Catano with a left-handed dribble over to Young. Young outside to Catano. Young with a 3, launches it. It's off. Strong rebound by Perry, and Perry has 5 rebounds already. Harry Allen on the move. And Harry handles the ball well. He sees the court well. It's Carroll over to Allen. Allen on the move. Finds underneath. There's Condi Bates. And that again, Frank, was Harry Allen making that play.
At that time, the Whippets were playing a man-to-man. I think they'll get killed in a man-to-man.
Barton on the spin move underneath. No shot. Perry on the rebound again. And Perry's doing a great job on the board. Allen over to Carroll. Ball is... That looked like a good block.
Yeah, it looked like a good block to me. Hometown call there.
Foul called against Brian Wood. I thought he had the ball. It's going to be Darnell Carroll going to the line for 2.
If they play man-to-man, Barton will just be drawn away from the basket by his man, and I think we'll kill him underneath.
Yeah, Eagles beginning to get the boards, and Connolly comes back in for Downingtown as they put their big man in. For the Eagles, John Cresswell Jr. coming back, and Sean Scanlon goes out. Carroll misses the first shot. There goes Bates underneath. Both shots missed, but Bates there for the rebound, puts it in. Eagles up by 13 with 5:20 left in the half. Connolly goes over to Young. Young looks for Wood underneath. Ball hit by Cresswell. There goes the pass into Connolly. Bounce pass to Wood. Good ball movement. But Downingtown is in a real cold stretch now. Downingtown can't buy a basket. Brian Tolliver returning to the lineup for Darnell Carroll.
And Jim, if you watch Bates, he's got deceptive speed. He looks like he's moving slow, but he moves fast out there.
There's a pass into Barton. Barton underneath. Misses the shot, and that looked to me like a foul. I thought he got hit that time.
Yeah, Bates on the way up.
Here comes Tolliver, down court, looking into the corner, finds Perry. Perry on the move, comes cross court to Cresswell. Cresswell has the shot. He's got it. And that's what they needed. When Cresswell starts shooting open, he can shoot, but he's been timid in the first game. There's Catano. Catano with a bounce pass to Young on the left side. Back to Catano up top of the key. Looks for the shot. Ball is kicked out by Harry Allen. Eagles look as though they did against PW, Frank, off to that early lead, beginning to move it out, up by 15 now. 4:33 left in the half. Katana with a left-hand dribble. He's open, shoots the jumper, no good. And Downingtown is just really in a cold spell. Cresswell on the quick move. Looks across for Allen. Allen fakes, they're going to get him on the walk, and they do. You have to put that ball on the floor on that
was
play.
a poor move anyway. He should have waited for the rest of the team to come up on that.
Katana to Young. Katana on the dribble. Finds Connolly up high, over to Young. Young has that three-pointer, but he's been off and he's not willing to take it. There goes Katano. He misses. Bates on the rebound. Looks down court to Harry Allen. Allen misses. Rebound battled away, and Katano comes down with it. Allen, and there's a frustration foul.
Yeah, that was Allen. He was frustrated that he missed the shot, and he just made him do something stupid. You just got to shake those off and go back to your regular game.
And off the bench real quickly is Art Moon coming in for Harry Allen. I only have one foul on Allen, but maybe that is his second.
Well, I guess Cresswell took him out just to cool him off a little.
Okay, Katana with the ball on the left-hand dribble to Connolly at the key, over to Barton. Barton with a jumper, fires way off. Connolly underneath, up. Ball is blacked away by Bates. Connolly again, over Bates, shot is no good. It's Perry with the rebound, and that's 7 rebounds for Derek Perry. Moon quickly with the ball into the front court. On the dribble, finds Perry underneath with a move. Shot is no good. Connolly with the ball. We're going to have... It's going to be a foul.
Foul on that. It wasn't intentional, but I don't know what else he can call on that.
Yeah, that's a strange call because Perry is right there when he comes down. He can't go anywhere.
Yeah. I guess the man with the ball has the right of way.
Ball inbounded. Katana with a left-handed dribble. Over to Connolly. Connolly looks across to Young. Young on the drive. Shoots over, no good. Connolly underneath, misses the shot, and it's Perry up again. And Downingtown's shooting percentage, Frank, is really bad. There goes Cresswell to Tolliver, and that was lucky pass. Over to Bates. Bates finds Perry underneath, shot is up too strong. Connolly on the rebound to Barton. Barton taking down, stops, jump shot up, good. Ed Barton with his 10-point, breaks the cold spell, and Downingtown trails 32-19 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. And Downingtown calls a timeout immediately.
No, I think Norristown called that timeout.
I'm sorry, I meant Norristown.
I think Cresswell wants to slow it down a little. I think he feels we do better in the slow, deliberate game, and I think he wanted to slow it down a little. He thought we were running just a little
What he
too
certainly
much.
doesn't want is to see that helter-skelter ball. Remember, there was a period in the early fourth quarter against PW when it looked as though PW was getting back into the game, and he wants to make absolutely sure that they maintain their cool here and doesn't let that happen.
As we used to say, he wants to stay away from street basketball. It's a funny contrast to teams of the past where the transition game was a big plus for us. And this team, that doesn't seem to be the case.
Eagles will inbound across from us right in front of the scorer's bench. Ball's in the hands of Moon. Moon looks in the corner, Allen to Tolliver. Tolliver's open in the corner. Shot is strong, no good, but Bates gets an offensive rebound. And Bates, in the short time he's in, already has 4 rebounds, Frank.
But Jim, if you just watch, if you got a chance to just watch him to see the way he sneaks around in there and really gets position.
Tonight, Frank, watching is something I can't do.
I know. I might say we're missing our statisticians tonight, and Jim is doing it all.
Ball in the hands of Allen on the fake, goes out to Cresswell. Jump shot from the circle, the foul line, no good. Battle for the rebound, Bates got it, and he has the basket.
You can just see the confidence building in him as the game goes on.
5 rebounds, 6 points for Condi Bates. And you know, Frank, we were kidding a little bit about the length of the Eagles' pants. I think Bates may have the record for wearing them as low as you can. Shot is up, no good. Forcing a shot there. Tolliver on the rebound. They've got the break. Here comes Moon. Moon forcing the basket on drive, no good. Rebound, Cresswell. Jumper up, no good. Harry Allen with a foul for his 14th point And Allen, Frank, is quietly putting together a heck of a first half here tonight. Ball into Connolly, Connolly to Catano, over to Barton. Ball blocked away, Cresswell has it. Gives over to Tolliver. Tolliver looks up court, finds Moon. Moon on the dribble, comes back, gives to Tolliver. Tolliver on the move to the basket, pass into Bates. We have a move. I think we're going to have a walk. Yes,
Yeah,
good call.
That was a good call.
Here comes Sean Scanlon off the Eagles bench. He's in for Condi Bates, and I think that was a good substitution. I think Bates is a little tired.
You know, I'm surprised how much they're playing Barton outside with his height. It's almost like he's playing a guard.
I think he may be their best shooter from out there.
Perhaps that's it. He's their best outside shooter.
But again, you got to hit them. Or there goes Woods. Ball stripped from Tolliver. Tolliver to Allen. Allen on the move. Finds Moon. Great pass. Moon tries to give it back to Scanlon. Ball taken away by Young, moving down for Downingtown. We're under a minute. Young on the dribble. Finds Barton underneath. The reverse move. Barton's got it. 12 points for Ed Barton. And you can see he's a fine young player. Tolliver back for the Eagles. 43 seconds left. Wonder if the Eagles will hold for one. To Cresswell to Tolliver. Well, there's my answer. They're not going to. Cresswell gets the offensive rebound. Back to Tolliver, over to Moon. Over to Allen. Allen fakes. Underneath, ball's stolen. We're going to have a foul. Foul is on Allen.
Jim, I think it was those kinds of things that got him into trouble with Penn Wood. They're trying to throw the ball around too much in that crowded area underneath.
And we just heard Cresswell yell out, too much passing around, throw the easy pass. Young with the ball to Wood. Wood has a jumper from, no good. Strong rebound, Scanlon. And the Eagles are on the boards tonight, Frank. They are dominating the boards. Cresswell out to Moon. Moon almost lost the ball. On the dribble, over to Cresswell. Cresswell with a three, strong, no good. Rebound controlled by 41. Catano, buzzer, and we have the halftime score. Eagles 38, Downingtown 21. 17-point margin for the Norristown Eagles at halftime.
I don't know, Jim. Downingtown just seems to have an off shooting night. Now, I don't know whether that's because we're playing outstanding defense or they're just off tonight, but they've missed a lot of shots that they look like they should be making.
One thing we ought to point out, Frank, that we haven't yet, and I had forgotten about this, we saw Coach Cresswell before the game. John Cresswell, the Eagles head coach, probably should not be here tonight. He's on crutches. He broke his foot in a scrimmage with the kids yesterday, was operated on this morning.
And he said they didn't want to let him out of the hospital. He's supposed to be in the hospital right now.
But he wanted to be here and coach. And I think he's probably quite happy he's come here with the performance of his Eagles so far tonight.
I think more important than coaching, he wanted to be here to see the team. He's got to be able to see what he has and what they're doing.
Here were the halftime statistics, and a very strong effort by the Eagles, coming off a loss, and really a loss in which they were beaten pretty soundly. The Eagles control here at halftime, 38-21. For the visiting Downingtown Whippets, Ed Barton leads them with 12 points, 3 rebounds, and really he's the only player who's had any kind of a game for Downingtown. They have been very off. Other point totals, Brian Wood has 2, Vinny Catano has 2, and Mike Young has 5 for the Whippets. So you can see how many points Barton has and how much he means for that team. For the Eagles of Norristown, Harry Allen came out with a very strong effort in the first half. 14 points, he grabbed 2 rebounds, handed out 4 or 5 assists, and has looked very, very good. Helping him out, John Cresswell Jr., 8 points. John Cresswell was very quiet in the opening Eagles games, but obviously he's been told to shoot a little bit more, and he has the shot and can score. Art Moon has been held to 2 points. Derek Perry has 8, but where Derek Perry has really shown tonight is under the boards as he's grabbed 8 rebounds and is controlling the boards for the Eagles. And finally, off the bench, a player that we've been looking at for the first time, and we've heard a lot about him, Condi Bates, 6 points, 5 rebounds, who in about an 8-minute performance really made himself felt. Once again, at halftime, the Eagles of Norristown 38, the Whippets of Downingtown 21. Ready with the second half. Very impressive performance for the Eagles. Let's see, Frank, whether they can keep this up for another half. Again, Eagles up by 17 as the second half begins. Downtown inbounding right in front of it. Catano with the ball. Over to McLucas. Outside to Catano. Catano on the drive. Comes in all the way. He's got it.
Eagles playing a zone again.
Downingtown out with a full court press. Cresswell to Allen. Allen comes up. Looks underneath. Ball right back to him. Allen on the drive. He's got it. 16 points for Harry Allen. Here comes Downingtown down. Catano. I don't think they can stop us with a full court press. Do you, Frank? There goes Moon with a steal on a fast break. Oh.
I thought they were going for walking. That's one of those professional layups. You can get away with those in the pros.
Moon is 5'9".
I know. Did you see how high he got up on that?
Amazing. I bet he can dunk the ball. What do you think?
I don't know.
I'd like to see it. Here comes Catano with a left-handed dribble again. Over to McLucas, inside to Barton. Now, Barton's working a little closer in.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't bring him inside earlier in the game. It'd be interesting to see if this quarter, if they don't try to keep him inside. I don't think they can afford to put him outside.
I think that foul, Frank, is on Harry Allen. If it was, it's his third. He does have a tendency to get in foul trouble. Barton with a foul shot. It's up and good. Second shot is up and in. Barton with 14. Downingtown still in all court pressure. There goes the steal. Turnaround Catano. He's got it. Comes the outlet pass to Cresswell. Over to Tolliver. 3-on-2. Tolliver on the dribble, spins inside. Ball comes right back to Perry, and there's a break for the Eagles.
Certainly was. That could have been another steal.
There's a case where we needed the pass rather than for one man trying to carry the ball in. Cresswell on the rebound, strong rebound. Looks up court, finds Moon. Moon goes to Perry. Perry wanted to shoot, puts the ball on the floor. Almost loses it and finally does.
White ball.
Ball was hit by
Good call.
Number 40. 41 Catano, knocked it out of bounds. Ball is in to Tolliver. Tolliver to Cresswell. Back to Tolliver up at the top of the key, over to Cresswell. Cresswell to Moon, back to Cresswell. Downtown zone, forcing him outside. Allen on the turnaround, doesn't have it. Barton gets a rebound.
Oh.
Got a foul on Moon.
I'd like to see the replay on that one.
That's Art Moon's first. There's Young. Young on the inbound pass to Catano. Catano on the left-handed dribble, moving up court. Over to Young. Young finds Barton underneath. Barton on the move. Perry playing him strong. Barton gets the ball back. Shot up, no good. Brian Tolliver in for the big rebound. Tolliver's another one of the Little Eagles who gets up. Pass aimed for Derek Perry, knocked away by Brian Wood. And Downingtown's beginning to realize that Harry Allen's going to look for that man underneath and try to hit him with that pass. Ball outside to Tolliver. Tolliver over to Harry Allen. Allen goes inside to Moon. Moon with a turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, Brian Wood. Ball hit by Moon, knocked out of bounds. Right in front of us, Catano on the inbound pass. To Young, back to Catano, left-hand dribble over to Young. Young will look for that shot, but he's been forced outside. There's McLucas. McLucas on the move. We're going to have another foul on Harry Allen.
You have 4 on Allen?
I believe so. I didn't see the sign from the scoring table, but that's what I have. Our statistics, of course, are very unofficial, particularly with me doing them tonight.
I don't know how you do it, Jim.
Here comes Condi Bates replacing Allen quickly. And you know something, Frank? That's something we're going to have to watch out for this year, because I think Allen is very important for this team to be on the floor. Barton on the move. He's got it.
And you can see the difference it's made by moving Barton underneath.
That foul is on Perry, and that's Perry's third foul. Barton's shot is up good. 17 points. Eagles by 12, 42-30 with 5:25 left. Comes Perry on the dribble. Perry going down court all the way. No foul on that. Here comes Barton back. Tolliver's on him. Barton on the move. Let go too early. Tolliver. Tolliver comes up course to Condi Bates. Bates holds up, looks for the jumper, takes it. Not a good shot. Catano back for the Whippets. Stops, comes outside to Young. Young goes to Wood. Wood with a jumper from the corner. He's got it. Nothing but net. Brian Wood with 4. Downingtown's within 10. There goes the pass to Bates. No doubt about that one. Bates dunks it. Young outside shot, no good. Ball controlled by McLucas. Comes outside to Catano. Catano with a jumper, very strong. Cresswell on the boards. Ball stolen. Wood no good. McLucas no good. Bates on the rebound, but they're going to get him for pushing off. That was on Bates. I think they got him for pushing off. Eagles are racking up a lot of fouls in the early going of this second half. Downingtown inbounding with Catano. Catano comes deep to McLucas. Over to Young. Young to Barton. Barton with a turnaround jumper.
We can
Soft
see their
left
strategy. Get it to Barton underneath.
Soft left-hander. There goes Tolliver. Up to Bates. Bates looks underneath for Perry. Perry has it on the move.
Oh, a nice
He's got it.
By
Derek Perry has 12. Eagles by 12. 46-34. There's Barton. Jumper up. Barton's got it again. Full court pressure still. Bates on the dribble. Looks for Cresswell. We're going to have a foul this time on Barton. Eagles will inbound in front of the Downingtown bench. Whippet's pressure looks like it's taking a toll on the Eagles. Just a little bit. There they go. They break it easy that time. Bates.
Well, there it is,
Catano with a steal over to Wood. Wood down court to Barton. Barton looks for the jumper. Takes it. He's got it. And Coach Cresswell wants a timeout. He can't get it. Moon on the dribble. Stops. Shoots the jumper. No good.
Oh,
Perry
nice.
with a strong rebound in. He's got
Nice
the
move
basket.
by Perry.
Eagles timeout.
And you can see Coach Cresswell straining to stand up.
Downingtown had closed to within 8 from a 17-point halftime deficit. 3:23 left in the third quarter. Eagles 48, Whippets 38. And Ed Barton, Frank, has come alive in this quarter.
How many points do you
I think he's got 11 points this quarter.
You can see moving him underneath has made all the difference. Be interesting to see how Cresswell handles this, whether he puts a man on him to play him tight, playing some sort of zone, 4-man zone with a man on Barton.
Barton's very quick, and he appears to handle the ball adequately enough that he can make that move and get open. And that's something we're going to have to look out for. You need a quick big man. Harry Allen could probably play him, but Harry's got 4 fouls. Goes Young to Catano. Back to Young. Young with a jumper. Too strong. Way off. Barton again.
Oh.
I'm surprised that's not
I
goaltended.
hope that was... yeah, I couldn't see the foul there unless he hit him with his lower part of his
Bates
body.
on the foul, but I'm shocked that that's not goaltending. Barton will go to the line shooting 2.
And he hasn't missed too many foul shots. I'm not sure he's missed any.
Well,
Oh,
Frank,
there, maybe I
you
jinxed
did it. Sean Scanlon coming in for Bates. Barton's second shot in and out. Scanlon controls the rebound with an inbound save to Perry. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't get a call there.
Yeah, shock.
There goes Tolliver. Ball stripped by Barton on a nice play. Ed Barton coming over Brian Tolliver. Barton has a big height advantage and easily took that ball away. Eagles to toss in, John Cresswell Jr. outside to Moon. Moon on the dribble. Over to Cresswell. Cresswell does not have the shot, comes back to Moon. Moon on penetration.
I tell you, this guy Moon makes something happen, doesn't he? I'm not sure all the shots he takes are great shots, but he makes things happen.
That foul was on Bob McLucas. Perry has 16 points. More importantly, Derek Perry has 10 rebounds and a very strong performance off the boards tonight. Perry with a foul shot up, no good. Barton with a rebound.
Those foul shots, those missed ones could hurt us down the
Ball over to McLucas. McLucas outside to Young, cross to Catano, back to Young. Young has the shots, but he hasn't been hitting. There goes Catano on the move, over to McLucas. Jump shot up, McLucas hits it. His first two for Downingtown. Full court pressure again, ball into Cresswell with a dribble, cross to Moon. Moon breaks the press easily, over to Perry. Perry on the move, jumper up, he's got it. Derek Perry with 18 now for the Eagles. Catano back, Eagles up by 12. Over to Young. Young's getting open, but Young has not been hitting. And he looks like
maybe that's why he didn't start. Maybe he's been having.
There goes Catano, over to Young again. In the corner, McLucas with a jumper from the corner. He's got it.
Well, I don't know what they did at halftime, but they found their shooting eye.
Well, they also, I think it's their perimeter passing is much better right now. Ball stolen. There goes Young with a shot. No good. And it's Moon with a rebound. Quick dribble. Tolliver on the move. Ball's hit. Tolliver controls. Ball blocked. Controlled by Young. There goes the pass to Barton. There goes the shot. And he's got it. And the foul is on Perry. And if I'm right, that's a fourth foul on Derek Perry.
If he was going to foul him, he should have at least grabbed the ball.
Comes Darnell Carroll in.
We're going to have to go a whole quarter in some serious foul trouble here.
Carroll replacing Moon. But what you have to worry about is Allen and Perry. And again, Frank, my figures are very unofficial, so I may be wrong. Lead reduced to 8 as the full court pressure is working for the Whippets. Barton with a shot up. He's got it. 14 points this period.
There it is again.
There's a steal again, no good. Tap, no good. Perry with a control. Almost tied up by Young. Up to Darnell Carroll. Carroll finds Scanlon. Scanlon almost loses the ball. Back to Carroll. Up the outside to Tolliver, to Cresswell. Cresswell back to Tolliver. Over to Cresswell. Cresswell with a three. In and out. Scanlon on the tap, and we're going to have a foul. Good position, Scanlon. The foul is on number 31, Brian Wood. That's his third foul.
It's really something the way Downingtown.
John Cresswell is upset. Excuse me, Frank. They did not call that a shooting foul.
He did not.
Cresswell was Scanlon was inside.
Yes, I can't believe that.
There's Darnell Carroll with a long shot, no good. We have Perry now. I want to see. Here's where we're going to know. Foul is on Perry. And I was obviously wrong. That is his fourth. Up off the bench is Tony Bond. Uh-oh.
Maybe you were right.
No.
Oh, no,
they missed the one-on-one.
It's a one-and-one.
But now now you're going to have to see how they figure this out, because some time ought to go back on this clock. And there's a good situation. It should have been the one-and-one, and they pick it up right away, and they're going to make the correction right out here. At least I hope that's what they do. I wonder this time if the refs really know who's supposed to be up on the foul line. Coming in for the Eagles, 12th grader, 6'3" Tony Bonds.
I don't think they're going to put any time on that clock.
If I were the Downingtown coach and had 2 seconds at the end of the game, or 5 seconds, I would be upset. Now this is an interesting call. Coach Cresswell's official. I do not understand this at all, Frank. It looks like the way they're setting up, it looks like they were setting up for a technical.
Yeah, I don't
Can you call a
understand
technical on the scorekeeper? For the home scorekeeper?
Is the home team responsible? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't understand that at all, Frank. We'll try to get an official over here between the third and fourth quarter and see if we can get an explanation. I don't understand this at all. McLucas is shooting 1-1. That we know. Okay, and he missed. I don't understand why.
The ball.
It's not a technical. I don't understand why the blue gets the ball back.
It could have been a technical.
No, I don't think it was. Yeah, I simply don't know, Frank, what this call is. There goes the deep pass. Ball off, lost. There's Cresswell, finds Tolliver. Ball is knocked out and hit by McLucas. Norristown will maintain control, though. 52-45. Eagles by 7 with 39 seconds left. And the Whippets have cut 10 points off the margin. There's Tolliver. Out to Carroll. Carroll will come back to Tolliver. Almost stolen by McLucas.
I'll tell you, Jim, it's not just Downingtown's press, but they're playing defensively overall. They're playing us much tighter. They aren't sagging back under the basket. They're coming out playing very aggressive defense.
Connolly in for McLucas. Ball in the corner to Cresswell to Tolliver, up top, moving over to the top of the circle. And he's got a double dribble, and he knew he did it. And he's just got a very sheepish grin on his face. That's all you can do when that happens. Here comes Catano over to Young. Downingtown will play for one shot, I'm sure. There goes Catano. 15 seconds on the clock, back to Young. Young to Barton. Barton outside to Young. Watching the time, they're under 10. There goes Barton to Young. Young back to Barton. Downingtown almost lost the ball. Here comes Michael Dorman in for the Eagles. 10th player used by Norristown. There goes Young. Young with a long shot, no good. Attempted tip at the end, misses.
Jim, I'll see if I can grab an official and see what that call was.
52-45, the Eagles of Norristown maintain their lead. But Downingtown, applying full court pressure, really made a dent in that Eagles margin. And what happened more than anything is Ed Barton was getting open and really made his presence felt as he poured in 14 points to lead Downingtown in its comeback effort. Bob McLucas also began to get hot and got open and made a couple baskets, which helped Downingtown close this margin. And Frank, you have an explanation?
Yes, Jim, I do. It was a correctable error. Downingtown had possession of the ball at the time the buzzer blew. So they retained possession of the ball because at the time they blew the buzzer to correct the error. It was their ball. So there was no point in putting anybody up there to rebound because they get to shoot their 1-and-1, but they get the ball back also.
That's an interesting rule, Frank, because I don't understand it, because under normal circumstances, they would get to shoot the 1-and-1, but they wouldn't retain the ball. Eagles with the ball here, and they need a basket to start early. Ball over to Carroll. Carroll with a left-hander. Off the rim, no good. Carroll on the rebound, controls.
I think somebody just got a ball in the nose.
Eagles with the ball. Dorman's going to be throwing in. Ball stolen away. Put down to Barton. Barton on the easy layup. And Frank?
Jim, the Eagles are making some bad passes.
Frank, the Eagles have one starter in the game right now, John Cresswell Jr. All the other players are people off the bench. There goes Coleman with a three. He's got it. Darnell Carroll. And
They certainly needed that.
Yeah, but he looks very confident out there with his shot. He had just missed one, wasn't afraid to crank it up again. There goes Young, and Young hits for his 7th point. Eagles by 6, 55-49.
I don't understand that. It should be a technical. He slapped the ball out of his hand.
Here comes Carroll, cross court to Cresswell. Cresswell on the dribble up. Ball goes over to Scanlon. Scanlon turns around. Shot misses, and we're going to have a foul. This time I think it's going to be on Scanlon. And Coach Cresswell now, Frank, takes a big chance. With 6 minutes and 54 seconds left, he brings in Derek Perry, Harry Allen, both with 4 fouls.
Well, Jim, I think he figures he still has Condi Bates.
Brian Tolliver also off the bench. So the Eagles now go Allen, Perry, Cresswell, Tolliver, and Scanlon. Joe Connolly up shooting 1-1. Shot is up, around, and good. Eagles margin cut to 5, Frank. At one time it was 17.
Yeah, I'm surprised how much the press has really hurt them. And it's mostly just bad passes.
The other thing in the past, we had those good dribblers too who could break the press. There goes to Cresswell, back to Tolliver.
Out pass it.
Tolliver on the dribble, he's got it broken over to Allen. Allen looking in, finds Scanlon underneath, too strong with a shot. Perry goes up. Derek Perry continues to do it underneath.
I think Scanlon's upset. He felt he was fouled going up also.
I didn't think so. I think he was just too strong with a shot is the way it looked to me. Derek Perry now has 20 for Norristown. McLucas replacing Brian Wood. And that's Wood's 4th foul for Downingtown. Perry going to the line shooting 1. And now's when they need to make those foul shots. Shot is up, no good. Bouncing around, no good. Ball is knocked out of bounds by the Eagles. Catano will inbound. You know, Frank, well, here it is. I was just going to say, I'm kind of surprised the Eagles haven't put pressure on. And now they come with it. Young over to McLucas. McLucas dribbles to break the press to Catano. Catano to Young. Outside, they got Connolly up working the foul lane. Over to Young. To Catano up high. In over to McLucas. McLucas looks for the shot, takes it, and McLucas with 6 points all this half has come alive. Downingtown again is down by 4. Ball to Cresswell, almost loses it. On the dribble, finds Perry. Perry over to Allen. Allen under to Scanlon. Ball is knocked out of bounds. And there's a case where you keep the ball up and make the shot. The moment you bring that ball down.
I don't understand why they always take that little dribble first.
Harry Allen comes outside to Tolliver on the inbound pass. Approaching 6 minutes left in the ball game. Here's Cresswell, back to Tolliver. Tolliver on the dribble to Scanlon. Scanlon looks for Allen, finds him, jumper, batted away by Connolly. Pressure put on Allen. Allen finds Cresswell. Cresswell with a 2, up no good. There's Barton with a big rebound. Ball taken away, Allen in with a layup. Harry Allen. There's a big basket.
That was a big pass.
Downingtown could have closed at 2. Full court pressure. Downingtown looks to be well drilled against the full court pressure. There's Connolly. Foul's going to be on Scanlon. His 2nd.
They just have to learn, if they're going to foul him under there, they got to grab the ball. You can't even let that ball get up to the basket.
In the lineup, Condi Bates replacing Scanlon, and Scanlon did what he was supposed to do.
But Jim, you just wonder what this situation would be if we were not on our home court. If we were playing at Downingtown, there'd be a lot more pressure on the Eagles. Perhaps that's what happened at Penwood with the press.
Connolly's shot is good. Eagles by 5, 59-54, 5:27 left in the ball game. 2nd shot ready. Connolly's got it. 4 points, all on the foul lane. In down pass to Cresswell, back to Tolliver. Tolliver on the move, and Downingtown has 4 guys back here. And there we go to Perry. And that, I thought that was a technical foul.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
It's a good pass. It was obviously a set play. They knew what they were doing. Here comes a fast break. Harry Allen has it. And there's an offensive foul under Perry. And that may be his 5th foul. Comes down, the man is right there, and that's it for Derek Perry. Perry, 20 points, 11 rebounds for the Eagles in a very strong game. And his presence is certainly going to be missed here in the last 5 minutes. And John Cresswell didn't like that pass Perry threw, that attempted stuff. Here's Catano over to Young. Basket here, and this is anybody's ball game. Very close game. Aaron McLucas with a 3. He's got it. 9 points this half. Downingtown trails by 1. There goes Tolliver. Tolliver to Bates. Bates to Allen. Allen on the drive all the way. He's got it.
That was a nice move by Allen.
That's the stagger step. Harry Allen with 20.
And Jim, we've said it before, that the foul line could decide this game. And when you get into big games, it's usually the foul line that makes the difference.
Eagles by 3. Harry Allen on the line shooting 1. He's got it. Allen with 21 leading the Eagles. Perry with 20. Eagles back with full court pressure. Young to Connolly. Downingtown doesn't seem to have too much trouble handling the pressure, Frank. There's McLucas again. Yes. McLucas, Frank, has 11 points all in this half. Downingtown with a steal, controls, and they can tie the game. There goes Barton. 3, no good. The tap, McLucas, and it's a tie ball game. Ball to Allen. Allen's going to break the press with a dribble. A big thing, he doesn't want to try to do too much now. Ball comes out to Cresswell. Cresswell over to Moon. Moon on the dribble. Shot is up. No good. Barton back for Downingtown. He's going to set up to Young. Young to Barton. Shot is up. No good. Rebound by Condi Bates. Bates comes out. Fouls on Connolly. Bates, no shooting yet. And there's a big advantage, Frank. Downingtown shooting their fouls every time. They have not yet committed the number of fouls to put the Eagles in the shooting situation. Tolliver to Cresswell. Downingtown falls back now. I'm surprised they're falling back.
Well, with a tie game.
But their press got them back into this. Here goes Cresswell over to Tolliver. Young tries for the steal. Pass goes underneath to Harry Allen. Allen with a strong move. You got a foul on Downingtown.
I think what their coach wants to do is let us bring the ball across half court and then pressure us.
That foul was on Barton, I believe, and if it is, it was his 4th foul. Harry Allen will be on the line shooting 2. Eagles and Whippets are tied at 62 with 3:22 left, and was a 17-point Eagles lead has been whittled away by Downingtown.
If you recall the first half, Downingtown was getting the shots. They just weren't putting it in the hoop. They just found their shooting off.
Allen with 1, Eagles by 1. Pressure on. Catano to Young, up court to Barton. Barton with the ball. Downingtown breaks the press. Young over to Catano. Catano finds McLucas. McLucas with a 3. And he has not missed in a long time. McLucas with a rebound. 15 points for McLucas. Here comes Moon. Bounce pass to Allen. Eagles break the press, but Downingtown back. There goes Cresswell. Cresswell with a 3. He's got it. 11 points for John Cresswell. Eagles back by 2. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. There's McLucas to Barton. Barton on the move. Around. He's got it. 30 points for Ed Barton. And Downingtown falls back. Here come the Eagles. Moon with the ball, over to Tolliver. Tolliver back to Moon. Moon goes to Cresswell. Cresswell open, thought about it, then went to pass. Conley comes out, blocks the ball, out of bounds.
It's like all of a sudden, Jim, Downingtown is willing to give us the outside shot.
Well, we've got to make him. Cresswell just hit one,
zone. And
he's the one who's open. He should take advantage of it. There's Moon with the ball on the dribble, finds Tolliver. Tolliver back outside to Moon up top. Moon over to Tolliver. The ball was hit that time. Moon again with the ball. Comes up to Tolliver, up about the key. They're looking for Cresswell. They move it across, and we're going to have a walk. .157. Score is tied at 66. Ball to McLucas. And he's had the hot hand recently. There he is again, in for a two-pointer. That's off. Bates has the air ball. Big miss. And that time, Frank, Eagle defender had his hand in his face.
He certainly did.
A lot harder to make that basket when you have your... Here comes Tolliver, looks for Cresswell, down to Moon. Moon on the fake, on the move, and they're going to get him on a carry.
I think they're going to get him, yep.
He's got to get rid of that ball and look for the pass. 1:28 left.
Be interesting to see if they go for one shot.
I don't think so with this much time left. There's Catano over to Young.
They're going to get it to Barton.
Young to Wood. Young comes back outside to Catano. Over to Young. Young down inside. Wood comes crossing. Ball stolen by Allen. Bad pass. And Frank, Allen made a very smart play that time.
Certainly did.
Didn't try for the dunk.
I was afraid he was going to pull one of those dunks and see the ball go flying up to the ceiling.
Very heady play that time. Barton underneath the Wood. Wood. Nice pass from Barton. 6 points for Brian Wood. 48 seconds, Frank. You're the coach. Do you hold on to it?
I don't know.
Up to Cresswell. Cresswell with a three. There's our answer. And we're going to have a foul. Foul's on Harry Allen. And that's it for Allen. That's a bad foul.
Well, these tight games come down to the foul line.
They also help you in the long run.
You know, you can see it's just experience against inexperience out there. I can see after a few games, you know, our team's going to come along. I think we're going to have a lot of surprises in our league.
Now, the one good thing about these games with Pinwood is they're non-league games. They don't hurt you in terms of battling for your league championship. Brian Wood on the line. He'll be shooting 1-1. Shot is up. He's got it. And the Whippets, I think, for the first time since about the first 2 minutes, have taken the lead 69-68 with 38 seconds left. Second shot, no good. Moon comes off with the ball. I was afraid they were going to battle each other and lose it. Moon all the way. Only his fourth point puts the Eagles up by one, 70-69. There's Young to Catano. Catano to Young.
See if they go to Barton.
Young over to McLucas. Well, McLucas has had the hot hand, too. To Barton, 12 seconds. Over to Catano. They're going to take one. There's McLucas. Timeout. 4 seconds left for the Whippets. To set the scene, the Eagles lead 70-69. There are 4 seconds left. Whippets will be inbounding from the side.
The obvious thing, Jim, would be to set something up to Barton, probably inside, hoping if he misses, he'll get fouled.
If you're the Eagles, Frank, you know that Barton is their shooter. You know McLucas has the hot hand. So what you do is you make darn sure you have a hand in their face. And if you're going to be beaten, it's going to be by somebody like Young or Catano from the outside.
Yes, you've got to force them to take the long shot.
I think
almost from three-point range. You've got to crowd the underneath.
I might take my chances with Young. He's got 7 points, but he has not had a good shooting night. Well, we never thought it was going to be this close after
Jim,
the first half.
How important is that time that disappeared off the clock?
That's right. We
on
said
the bad call.
Should be about 9 seconds left. The other thing is, Frank, we come back to our foul shooting, that when we start making our fouls, teams won't be within 1 point of us at the end. And notice we just had a second timeout called. This time to set up the defense.
And I can see Downingtown's coach is describing something to Barton. Of course, they might use Barton as a decoy also.
The big thing is this time, you don't want to give them a free shot like underneath. You have to make them work for whatever they're going to get.
If you're going to foul them underneath, you better get that ball.
So the Eagles have to play tough defense. Now there go. They're using that stack line. They're trying to free up Barton.
I'll be surprised if there's nobody really hugging at Barton.
There goes the inbound pass to Barton. Barton. And there's Katana with a long shot. Picked off with a buzzer. Well, Frank, quite a game.
That was a good move on Downingtown's part to use Barton as a decoy. They got it to another man who was shooting well. They could have won the game for him.
End of the game, Frank, the Downingtown coach went over with a big smile on his face to Cresswell. He knew his kids had gotten back into this game and played a decent game. And even though he lost, he's got to be happy with the heart that they showed in an away court. It's got to help them as they go on into their own schedule.
And Jim, the key for Norristown was depth. Okay, I guess we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah, we'll take a small break here and then be right back with our final game statistics. Again, the final score, the Eagles of Norristown, 70. The Whippets of Downingtown, 69. We've had quite a game here tonight, folks. Once again, the Eagles victors by 1 point. A game that looked like a shoo-in at halftime turned into a nail-biter as the Whippets had a shot at the buzzer, missed the shot, and the Eagles prevail 70-69. For the Eagles, Harry Allen had 24 points, John Cresswell Jr. with 11, Art Moon with only 4 tonight, but 2 of them a very key basket at the end of the game. Derek Perry playing a strong game with 20 points and 11 rebounds, Condi Bates with 8, and Darnell Carroll with 3. For the visiting Whippets, Ed Barton, their star player and high scorer, countered 30. Bob McLucas, with no points in the first half, came on to score 15 in the second half. Brian Wood had 7. Vinny Catano with 6. Mike Young with 7. And Joe Connolly with 4, all from the foul lane. Once again, Harry Allen with 24 points and Derek Perry with 20 points and 11 rebounds, leading the Eagles to their second win of the year. And Frank, how about some final words from you and a look at what we have in store for the future for the Norristown Eagles?
I think the big plus in tonight's game was depth. We've had a couple players foul out, but we had the bench to handle the Whippets team. I think the big minus is we've got to learn to handle the press. And if we can, as we get a little more experience, I think we'll do that. And I think we're going to be very competitive in our division. And speaking of our division, we have a couple games that count coming up. Friday night, we have Central Bucks West here at Norristown. And I'm glad they're here because I think we need to be on our home court. And Tuesday night, we have North Penn here.
Should give us a chance to maybe start off in the league at 2-0 before we get into the tough team. And North Penn is good. We're going to find out something about ourselves early on. We'll see you all here Friday night for the Eagles game as they open their quest for a Suburban League championship.